The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Hi, and welcome to the Eagles Sports Network. I'm Caitlin Jones, standing alongside head swim coach Ben Young. So we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming home meet, Emory and Henry. You were originally scheduled for Saturday, but we switched that up to Friday night at 6 p.m. Tell me, you've seen them earlier in the season already. Tell me what you're hoping to see growth-wise between that first meeting with them and then now.
Yeah, at the first meeting, we obviously towards the beginning of the season, fresh out of our first cycle and going up there swimming short course meters. It's a little bit different for us as we spend 95% of our season in short course yards. So again, it'll be nice to be home. It'll be nice to be in our pool. Coming off of finals, coming off of Thanksgiving break and everything. So looking forward to seeing some fast racing, but more importantly, just again, it's another opportunity for us to kind of turn that corner, get back into the swing of things after Thanksgiving break and after finals, and get back into racing prior to going into the heart of our Christmas training.
Awesome. So you mentioned when you were there it was short course meters. I'm sure there's ways for you all to kind of compare time-wise if you're improving, but tell me what you're hoping to see in terms of mentality versus the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's so there's a conversion, but again, conversions only work to a certain extent. But as far as mentality goes, just like I said, getting them back into the mode of racing prior to having another fairly long stint off of racing. We're not back racing until the middle of January, so it's an opportunity for us to kind of put one last little cap on the fall semester, and really mentality-wise, no one's expecting to swim too fast, but again, for us, it's always all about details, and it's always all about them being willing to race. When they're in a race, when it's a tight race, them getting their hands on the wall first, swimming with heart, as opposed to always being super worried about the time that comes up on the board, and again, just getting them to understand where they are right now, coming off of everything. They're mentally taxed right now. So to have fun with the meet, but more importantly, give them an opportunity to really get in, get after it, and see a race again that they might not see again for several weeks moving forward.
Awesome. So for those of us who aren't, in practice, in and out every day, can you give us a little update on where you feel the team is in terms of picking up speed heading into the second half of the season? Yeah,
it was our first time doing, going the way that we did into midseason. We had about a 2-3 day rest going in. They were still set up to swim, in season best, which a lot of them did. And we swam well at UIndy, not as fast as some of them would have liked, but from a coaching perspective, we swam right on par with where I figured we would. And so, really just coming off of that and coming off of finals and coming off of Thanksgiving, we've had a lot of I wouldn't consider it inconsistent training, but again, with training stipulations and everything, this part of the season looks a little bit different for us. And so really just trying to make sure that they give themselves an opportunity to really hone in on some of those details that they've continued to work on, and then ultimately having the full team together, which hasn't really happened during finals. It's a lot of optional practices and them coming and going and much smaller groups, and so having that deck loud again, having the atmosphere at home ready and raring to go, and just giving them an opportunity to showcase the amount of work that we've put in this season so far.
Awesome. So you mentioned a little bit of the training that's going to happen over break. What is that going to look like for you all as, the school's tapering down, but what are you guys planning on doing?
Yeah, school's tapering down, we're ramping up. And so, again, Christmas training is one of those things in the world of swimming that is usually feared by many. Again, for us, my philosophy as a coach is not to necessarily change paths. There's a lot of coaches out there that just smash their swimmers every single solitary day. For us, we'll stay on course and make sure that we continue to train the same way that we have been. We will ramp up a little bit based on where we've been in the last few weeks with with everything. But we're not going to be doing anything crazy. We're not going to be, absolutely crushing them day in and day out. But with us not having school, it gives us an opportunity to be on pool deck a little bit more, split up the groups a little bit more, have a little bit more pool space, within a 6-lane pool, which is really nice to do, and they don't get a lot of opportunities throughout this part of the season to do that. So really it's about having time with everyone, having some time to not have to worry about classes and going from practice to class, back to practice, and then to lift, and then on to the next thing, and wash, rinse, repeat for them. So I talk to them all the time about it's an opportunity to be somewhat of a professional athlete for the next few weeks, and to approach it with that mindset. We eat well during it with Mossy's Cafe, and we have a lot of time to slow down a little bit as far as having all of the outside noise and being able to just really focus in on swimming. So it's always a good part of the year for us. Again, they typically freak out because it's called Christmas training and whatnot. And again, with a lot of club teams out there and a lot of other coaches, it's an opportunity to ramp up way higher than what we need to. Again, we've put the work in at this point in the season. We spent the last 16 weeks doing that, and so it's a great time for us to kind of buckle down and really focus in on the details and how we're swimming races and how we're swimming each and every practice.
Awesome. Well, you're hosting the Wasps this weekend, and we wish you the best of luck. Thank you all for tuning in to the Eagle Sports Network.